Right, well, it's that time to take calls from my listeners, and on the line I have a regular caller to the show. It's John from Basingstoke. Are you there, John?
I am indeed, Mark. Yes, this is John Ashe with an E, from Basingstoke, your regular listener and regular caller in to your wonderful show, Mark. One of the best shows I've ever come across. Indeed, it's the best show.
Oh,
well, almost the best. Well, no, I'll stick to what I said first of all. One of the... Well, it's very good. Very good.
Thank you. Thanks, John. I want to ask you what your favourite show... Well, actually, I will. What's your favourite show? What do you like to listen to most on the radio then, John?
Oh, well, if you're narrowing it down to the radio, that's a little bit more difficult.
Right.
But the best show of all time, I would say, was the Generation Game with Bruce Forsyth. Now, I have to say, although I respect you greatly, you don't quite up to the level of Bruce Forsyth.
Okay.
Yes, but let me qualify this. You do indeed transcend the level of Larry Grace.
Thank you very much. Well, nice
You're very welcome.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Well, it's nice to speak to you again, Mark. Yes, indeed.
Right. So, John, what do you want to talk to me about and our listeners today?
Right. Well, I wanted to speak today about What3words. Have you heard of that?
Yes, actually, I think I have. Yes. Tell us about it, John, in your own words.
Yes. Well, I will do, but I'm making a coffee at the moment.
Oh, okay.
So, can I just do the next stage of that?
Yep. Talk us through it, John. Talk us through it.
Well, I've warmed the milk here, and when it gets to this temperature, which is just the sort of temperature where you put your finger in and it doesn't hurt.
Right.
I've got a sort of whizzer here, and you've got like these. Oh dear! This is to make all the milk nice and frothy.
Right.
You have to get it just to the right depth, otherwise it splatters you all over the place.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
If you do it with cold milk, it doesn't work.
Right.
If you do it with too hot, then if it splatters, it can hurt you.
Yes. Yes.
I don't wish to be hurt.
No, definitely. Who does? Who does?
No, quite. There we are. So then you've got a nice froth on top. Not too much, although it goes over the top of the cup.
Yeah. Okay.
Now here's one I've already made.
Oh, right. Yes. Here's one I prepared earlier. Yes.
Oh, that's the actual quote from Blue Peter, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I put the whizzer just down there like
so you're making...
And then this percolated coffee. Lovely.
So you're making 2 cups, are you?
Why do you say that?
Well, you said here's one I prepared earlier, so you must be making more than one.
No, this is the same one that I prepared earlier. I didn't completely prepare it, you see. I half prepared it, and so I'm now doing the other half.
Right. Okay. And
so I should really say, here's half I prepared earlier, and here's the next half of the preparation.
Right. So
you don't pour all of it out. It's a little bit bitter at the bottom.
Okay.
Just leaving a little bit there.
What sort of coffee?
Wonderful.
Right. What sort of coffee are you using? Not any cheap stuff, John. I know you and your coffee tastes. You like the posh stuff, don't you?
Well, I do usually, but I have to say this was a rather cheap one from Morrison's. Yes.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Other supermarkets
it was all that was available. It was all that was available on that particular visit to the shop.
Right. Okay. And is it
a bit of a stir?
Is it a mug or a cup?
It's in a mug.
Oh.
Yes.
Is
with
it
lots of milk? It's a latte. Have you ever heard of that?
Yes, John. I have heard of a latte. Yes. I'm a man of the world.
Yes. Well, my wife and I rather like these sort of foreign approaches to things. The latte. Okay. Lovely.
Nice. And good. You're taking a sip now, are you?
I have taken a sip. Yes.
I must have. No, I was going to say
afternoon coffee. I love to have a coffee in the afternoon.
Nice.
Rather wonderful.
I must admit, I think when I make my coffee, I don't indulge in the froth, but I think if I stuck my finger in it, I think it would hurt my finger, because I like my coffee quite hot, actually. I quite like, sort of take a little sip, go, ooh, not burns your mouth, but just, ooh, that's hot. I think I prefer a hotter cup than you, by the sound of it.
I don't know. I mean, this is one of my bugbears. I have lots of bugbears, and one is going out to a restaurant, going out to a cafe, and ordering a coffee. And if you ask for an Americano, which is another sort of foreign affair, they tend to give you cold milk in a jug. And so when you pour that in, you end up with this tepid cup of coffee.
Okay.
I've taken saying, "Can I have hot milk, please?" And a lot of people will stare at you as if you were from another planet, which is extraordinary, really.
Right.
What, you want hot milk? Everybody just accept cold milk. What, are you from Mars? That sort of look.
Yes.
But I persist. I don't let these social things me down.
No, John. It's that does make sense. No, so okay. So you're enjoying your coffee.
I am.
Good.
Yes.
Good. And so what? Yes, going back to what you were saying. What 3 words? Tell us what that is, John.
Oh, right. I see. Yes. Well, for those who don't know, and I suppose for those who do know, but they'll be bored by what I'm about to say. What3words is a website where you can find a way of locating your address that is helpful to people when you're trying to communicate to them quickly to say, this is my address. And so instead of actually giving them your address, what you do is you give them 3 words, and these 3 words correspond to your address.
Right. Isn't that easier just to give them your address?
Well, it's less efficient, isn't it, really?
Okay.
You have to say such and such a number, such and such a street, such and such a town, or even village, and then give the town. And then it's the nearest big town or city. And then you have to give the county. And then you have to give the postcode. And in some cases, when you're talking to people who are abroad, from which we get places, things like latte, you have to give the country.
Right. Okay.
And that can take quite a long time.
I suppose so, John. I suppose so. Well, yes, you've convinced me. Okay, so what 3 words have you come across then? What have you come up with for your own address? Or are you allowed to say, actually?
I am allowed to say, but I'm not going to say, of course.
No.
There could be all kinds of people listening who could compromise my security and that of my wife.
Right.
And indeed our cat.
And your what,
and
sorry?
Our cat.
Your cat?
Cats.
Cats, sorry. I didn't know you had cats,
Yes,
John.
cat.
Okay, what are their names, John? What? Sorry, what are your cats?
We don't have any cats.
Oh.
What I mean is if we did, then it would compromise their security. They would have names if we actually went out and bought them or rescued them from an animal factory. Because then they would have names that were given by somebody else, most probably, although we could change the names, but I would never be bothered with such a thing. Or if we were to buy them from a pet shop, then I suppose we'd be more likely to be giving them names. So they have sort of conditional names, were we to obtain them.
Right, so
they don't have names.
So you don't have...
They don't actually have names.
Right, so you don't have cats then, John?
We don't have cats, no, I've explained that. We would have cats if we obtained them.
Right, okay, so that explains to our listeners why you're not giving your own 3 words, but what about another example of what 3 words?
Oh, yes. Well, yes, because I did anticipate that you might ask me what 3 words with respect to our own address and thus compromise our security and that of our cat.
Yeah, that you haven't got.
I thought that I would, which we don't have, that's right. No. Not yet, anyway. Although it's highly probable that we will do, especially after this conversation.
Okay.
Yes. Well, we might have, yes, we might just have one. Anyway, I'm digressing. Yeah, so I thought that what I would do is to look up another address and to give words for that, just to give people an idea. So I looked up 10 Downing Street. Have you heard of 10 Downing Street? Very famous address.
I actually have heard of it, John. Yes, I expect all of our listeners will have heard of 10 Downing Street, yes.
Yes, right. Have you heard of 11 Downing Street?
Yep.
Right. Well, I didn't look up that one.
Okay.
I looked up 10 Downing Street, which is where our so-called Prime Minister lives.
Right, well, he is our Prime Minister, isn't he? You might disagree with him, but he is our Prime Minister, isn't he? He's not somebody else.
I don't know, actually. I do wonder.
Oh, okay.
So, of course, we're talking about Sir Keir Starmer.
Yep.
Knight Commander of the Most Honourable Order of the Bath, leader of the Labour Party.
Yep. So what did you find out
Lovely
about...
coffee.
Pardon?
Lovely coffee.
Oh, good.
Lovely coffee, though.
That's
even
good.
though it does come from Morrison's.
So what did you come up with for 10 Downing Street then, John?
Right. So these are 3 words. Stethoscope.
Right.
Is one of the words.
Okay.
Abacus.
Yeah.
Is the second word.
Yeah.
And trilobite is the third word.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, that stethoscope, that's quite appropriate for a hospital radio show, I suppose.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Yes, indeed. Indeed, yes. Well, you see, now the thing that concerns me about this is I've racked my brains about it, but I can see no connection between those words whatsoever. I can see no connection between them, and I can see no connection between them and 10 Downing Street or Keir Starmer. Although I suppose the connection with Keir Starmer is probably clearer, but I can see no logical connection between any of them.
I mean, what was the second word again, John? Remind me.
Abacus.
Right. I mean, I suppose, he has to deal with facts and figures, doesn't he? Statistics about things, crime statistics and statistics about that. You need an abacus to work that out, don't you?
Really? You think thinking, oh, good Lord, it would never occur to me that something so basic would be used by our so-called Prime Minister.
Well,
but,
I mean...
anything's possible, I suppose.
Well, I mean, I'm being metaphorical, I suppose. And I suppose stethoscope, well, I'm presuming at some point he might have been to the doctors, might have had an examination, perhaps.
Yeah, well, we have had politicians who are doctors, haven't we?
Oh, have we? Oh, yeah.
Wasn't David Steele was the Liberal Democrats, wasn't he?
Yes. Was he
big noise?
Was he
decades ago? Very big noise. I think he was a GP, wasn't he?
Oh, okay. A medical doctor. Okay. All right.
I think so. At least he should have been.
He should have been, yeah. What, as opposed to an MP, you mean?
Oh, he should have been both a GP and an MP. I think he looks like both.
Right. I mean, I suppose quite easy to split, shouldn't it? GP to MP, you just change one letter.
I'm not sure it quite works like that, Mark, but I get your point.
So what about the other letter? So trilobite, that's a harder one. I mean, some people might refer to him as an old fossil.
Ah, yeah. That's quite amusing, actually.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I mean, it has to be said that...
Aren't woodlice related to trilobite? Or is that just an old wives' tale?
Well, they
with
look...
to elderly people who are married to men.
Yeah, they look like them, don't they? I don't know if they're actually related to them. I suppose they do look like... A trilobite looks like it could curl up, doesn't it, like a woodlouse?
It certainly does, yeah. I think Keir Starmer could curl up, but I don't think he could go into a complete ball, do you?
I don't know, John. That's an image, isn't it?
Certainly is.
I mean, it has to be said...
coffee for that one.
I mean, to play devil's advocate here for a moment, John, the 3 words are completely chosen at random, aren't they? I think that's the whole point. They're sort of computer-generated, so each coordinate is a different 3 words. I don't think they're necessarily linked or connected thematically to what they represent.
Why not? Surely they should be. Don't you think? Or perhaps they change. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the words change every week. I only looked it up once.
Oh, I hope they don't change, because that would be a bit pointless, wouldn't it? Giving somebody your address and then they'd try and look you up in a couple of weeks and it doesn't exist, and it takes you somewhere up in, Aberdeen or somewhere. That would be a bit weird. I don't think that would be the case, would it? No, surely not.
Well, I don't know. It could be. Maybe you have to look it up each week. For security purposes, you wouldn't want to have exactly the same thing all the time, because once those 3 words got around, people might be able to steal your cat, especially if you had them.
Yeah, I mean, that would be...
Not that it's at all like a trilobite.
So
this would be more like a chameleon, wouldn't it? Changing your colours gradually over time.
Yes. Rather defeats the object. You'd have to keep phoning somebody up if you've given them your 3 words and say, hang on, this week it's, fish, custard, groin or something. You'd have to be a bit bored. I think they must stay the same.
Well, I don't know, because then that would encourage civic unity, wouldn't it? Encourage people to phone long-lost friends and the like.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Yeah, no, you're right, I suppose. It's good to talk, as they used to say, some old advertising campaign, didn't they, to try to get you to phone people up. It's good to talk.
That's right. I think you've hit the nail on the head there. I think that's what's going on.
Right. Well, interesting, John. So in a nutshell, to sum up, you're not very happy with those 3 words for 10 Downing Street, is that right?
Not particularly, because they're not connected. So let me suggest 3 that I might suggest.
All right.
I'll suggest 3 that I'll suggest.
Yeah, okay.
I'll suggest them.
Okay.
Well, I'm just making a cup of coffee and I'm enjoying it. So coffee,
Yep.
Percolator, and gas hob. There we are, you see? So those are 3 words, and you could triangulate those words and end up at 10 Downing Street and say hello to Keir. It's always Sir Keir, isn't it, I've noticed? Never just Keir. So say hello to Sir Keir, and you would enjoy the fact that all these words are also connected.
Is gas hob 1 word, John? Or 2?
True, I suppose it's 2 words, isn't it?
Because, gas hob would be gashob, if it was if it were 1 word. Perhaps just gas.
I'll stick with hob.
Okay, hob. All right.
Yes.
So the
coffee, percolator, hob.
Right. Okay. So that's your 3 words for 10 Downing Street. Fair enough.
For 10 Downing Street.
For 10 Downing
Street.
This week.
It'll change next week.
Okay. All right, John. Well, fascinating as ever to talk to you about that. Now, do you have a particular song you'd like us to put on the virtual turntable?
Yes, I would actually. Just popped into my mind as we were speaking. I was talking about trilobites, and I thought, well, this is nothing like a trilobite. It's a bit more like a chameleon, changing colours.
Right, yes.
So it popped into my mind.
Okay.
Was that song by...
Oh, yes. I know what you're going to say.
A chap called George, I think his name is.
Boy...
And,
yes, I know what you're going to say. Boy George, yes.
Oh, that's right, yes. And Culture...
Club?
Culture Society or something like that?
Culture Club, I think you'll find.
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Anyway, it was definitely George Galloway, perhaps. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. It could have been George Galloway.
Boy George.
Ah.
Yes.
Boy George.
Yes.
Boy, that's it. Not George Galloway. No, Boy George.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So yes, this song came to my mind, and it's called "Do You Really Want to Hurt Me?"
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to suggest something else. Actually, I must admit.
Such as?
Well, I thought you were leading up, John, to suggest "Karma Chameleon."
Yeah. What's that?
It's a song by Culture Club. Karma Chameleon. Does that ring any bells?
No. Who's Culture Club?
Well, all right. Culture Society.
Oh, really? No, I don't remember that one. But I do remember, "Do You Really Want to Hurt Me?" And I remember it particularly because it doesn't have a question mark at the end. And I've always thought, well, that sounds like a question to me. But the way it's sung sounds like a question. When you see the words written out, it looks like a question, but there's no question mark at the end, so presumably it's not a question.
Interesting.
So I'm thinking that maybe it's just a strange word order, strange word order, and what is intended actually to say grammatically is, "You do really want to hurt me."
That's interesting, John, isn't it? Because that takes us right back to the 3 words. Because you're basically, do you really and you really do, 3 words, different order.
Oh, indeed.
Yes,
indeed.
Interesting.
Yes. Yes.
Right. Well, that's.
I think you're onto something.
I must.
Mark. I'm not sure what you're onto.
No.
But I think onto it, and that is something. Sure.
Onto it, I am. Yes. Now, would you like to do a shout out for that song?
Yes, I would. Because we're on this theme, aren't we? So I feel like I should say Molly and Maud, and I should add another name.
Ooh, go for it.
I don't really like to tell you my wife's name.
No, okay.
So can I just add Ann on to stand in for my wife, just for security reasons, of course?
Okay. I mean, you could add in one of your names of your non-existent cats if you want.
Well, they don't have names yet. They would have names if we had them.
Do you want to hazard a guess at a name that you would give a cat, that if you ever got a cat?
I don't think so, no, because it would depend on what the cat will look like and on its personality. I wouldn't wish to sort of prejudge matters.
Okay,
you know?
All right, okay. So we'll
I wouldn't want to choose a name like Sandy and then find out that it's a black cat and feel somehow compelled to call it Sandy.
I mean, I think most people would probably choose a name after they saw the pet rather than before they went to buy it, wouldn't you? Most people would think, I know, I'll go and buy a pet.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Oh.
exactly. So I'm not going to suggest the name now.
Oh, I see, yes.
Because
Okay.
it would unduly influence me. And I feel, I said to Mark that if I were ever to get a cat, I might call it this, and perhaps I really ought to, because I said that to Mark. And it's a black cat, and I'd said Sandy. Or I call it Blackie, and it turns out to be a sort of beige colour.
Yes, okay. No, I like your lack of judgment, John. That's not your lack of judgment, your lack of prejudgment. I think that's a good thing.
You have me worried there. I'm
No.
a man of very good judgment.
You are.
You know,
Yes.
Yes, innate abilities and also training as a quantity surveyor, which I presume I think I might have told you that. Did I tell you that, Mark?
I think you have mentioned it a few times in our calls over the last couple of years or so. Yes.
Okay, very good, very good. Yes, you see, I'm a man of learning as well as innate ability, so my judgment is pretty good on many things.
Okay, as you've often made it very clear to us, John, your judgment is excellent. Right, well, lovely to speak to you as ever, and we'll get that on. Do you really want to hurt me?
Not particularly, no.
That's the
really.
that's the song you chose.
Oh yes, I did.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Although yes, that will be good.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
We'll get that on for you. And lovely to speak to you, and to speak to you again next time.
Absolutely, Mark. It's always wonderful to speak to you on your fantastic show, which not quite as good as a Generation Game, but it's pretty close. So,
Thank you.
That's quite a commendation, really. Mark, speak to you. Speak to you next time.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you very much, John, and have a lovely day.
Darren's Valley's radio station.